And then I said, "That's not a whale, that's my wife!" It gets harder and harder to come up with new ideas for cringy intros, but I just keep on pumping them out day after day, video after video. I mean, god dang. But today, guys, in this video, we're actually going to talk about a very serious topic and why you should not be selling trendy and viral and all of these products that everyone else is selling. What is poppin', everybody? My name is Ethan Dobbins if you're new around here, and welcome to the channel if you are. But in this video, we're going to talk about something a little bit controversial. A lot of people, I would say around 90 to 95% of dropshippers do sell these trendy and viral products. That's always been the way that this game has been taught. But in this video, I'm going to explain what I've been doing over the past 3 years and what some of the top dropshippers who don't really have courses, that don't have the biggest followings in the world, also do to amass over 7 and 8 figures in e-commerce sales. And I know this sounds controversial, but a lot of your favorite dropshippers are not selling saturated products. They're selling stuff like this that don't have a lot of orders, that have similar features and similar traits to those winning products, but are not already saturated. And I think the reason why so many people do fail at dropshipping is simply they don't know how to find winning products. So what they do is they always copy products that have already gotten tons of sales and are already saturated and really don't have much market left for them to actually advertise to. So let's start to play the flashback music as we go all the way back to 2018, back to 16-year-old Ethan. So when I first started dropshipping, almost everybody told me to sell saturated products that have lots of orders, since those are proven to sell. So what I would always do is I would add these products with thousands of orders, and for me it made a lot of sense to copy what everybody else is doing, because if they're getting sales and if it's working for them, then why wouldn't it work for me? But after testing about 20 of these saturated products, none of them ended up actually making me any money. A lot of them would break even, they would get me sales, but they would never actually make me any money. And it got to a point where I was pretty frustrated. I was creating all these product descriptions, I was creating amazing ads in my mind, and I was doing everything that the experts told me to do, but I wasn't really getting any results. I was still stuck in the place where I first started. And I didn't know what was going wrong. I didn't know if it was my website, I didn't know if it was my ads, my social media, whatever it is. But eventually I decided I wanted to change it up, because what was happening wasn't working, and if it's broke, you do have to fix it. So what I decided to fix is sell a different type of product, a product that doesn't have a lot of orders but has similar features to winning products that I already know have thousands of orders. Now, this is actually the first product I ever tested that didn't have a lot of orders. At the time, it had about 20. Now, I want you to take a look at this. It's nothing too crazy. It's literally just a necklace that also is a bit of an urn. You can put juice into it. It also has a nice little cross. It has a Hail Mary prayer. So it's great for, people that are religious. They can wear it whenever they want. So there's a lot of upside and benefits to it. But this was a product that was relatively unsaturated. It only had maybe 20 orders at the time when I decided to sell it. But for a lot of people, they would never end up testing something like this because, it doesn't have thousands of orders and it's not proven to sell. And this little bullet, cross, Hail Mary, whatever you want to call it, chain, I was able to scale to over $50,000 in sales. And I was absolutely astonished at how fast I was able to scale this thing because nobody else was selling it. I had no competition whatsoever. And for me, that's when the light bulbs went off. That's when I had the epiphany that I was like, oh my God, why am I trying to sell the same product as thousands of other people and compete with them when I can just test my own products and have virtually no competition? Because this is the reality of dropshipping in 2020. Is it saturated? Yes. There are over 1 million dropshippers right now to date. Now, the only way that you can really see results is if you do something different than everybody else. If you do the same thing, you do the exact same tactics, you watch the same YouTube videos, you watch the same courses, then of course you're going to get the same results as everybody else. It's like if you're trying to be a professional basketball player. If you're doing what every other athlete that's in high school, that's in college is doing, you're not going to separate yourself from the pack. You're not going to get amazing results. The only way you're going to get to the top tier, to the NBA, is if you put in more work or you do something different than them. If you just keep on copying, you're going to get the same results as them. So what I did differently, and this is what helped me break through, is I decided to stop selling saturated products. Stop selling these viral trendy products that everyone tells you to do, and start selling products that don't have a lot of orders but have tremendous upside. So the number one reason why I always tell people to avoid trendy and viral products is because the only way a product can go viral and get thousands of orders is if somebody else is already killing it with that product. And usually, if a product is getting thousands of orders, it's being scaled by multiple people, putting thousands of dollars into Facebook ads, scaling the crap out of that product. So you have to think of it like this. If I'm a complete newbie that doesn't have a big budget, and I'm testing a product with $35 a day, and I'm competing with multiple people spending thousands of dollars a day, who's gonna win? Of course, it's going to be the people that already have all the data, so they can do retargeting, they can do CBOs, they can do lookalikes, and they're spending so much more than me that they're going to get the majority of the sales while I fight over the crumbs, and usually that means I'm going to lose money. I mean, you might make some sales because it's a good product, but the only way a product will ever go viral is if somebody else is already killing it with it. And if a product goes viral, guess what? That means you're not the only dropshipper seeing it. There's usually going to be thousands of other minnow dropshippers that see it and try to test that product too. Look at the fitness resistance bands, for instance. Almost every single dropshipper that I think began in March and April decided to go into the home fitness niche, and as a result 99% of them failed because they were so saturated and the CPMs were so high in March and April in that home fitness niche. If you tried to advertise to people with home fitness, with just CrossFit, all of the ad sets and audiences geared towards gym, you were paying 20, 30 bucks just to reach 1,000 people because there was so much goddamn competition and there was no way for you to compete. I'll be honest, the number one reason why I believe beginners fail at dropshipping is because of their own laziness. They always want people to hand feed them the products to sell, and you can't be doing that. You have to do your own research. That's the reality of it. Most people get the products that they're going to test from YouTube videos like, oh, top 10 products to test in summer. Guys, keep in mind, if a YouTuber makes a video showing you 10 products that are amazing and it's getting tens of thousands of views, what does that mean? Well, it means tens of thousands of people are going to test that product all within the first couple of days of seeing that video. And that means all of you are competing against each other and none of you are going to be successful because you're all testing and doing the same thing as one another. None of you are doing anything differently, and that's why you're all seeing the same results. And that same principle applies to product research tools. There are tens of thousands of dropshippers who use Ecom Hunt, Niche Scraper, and all these tools. And you have to keep in mind, if there's 10,000 dropshippers and there's only 2 new products a day with Ecom Hunt, that means you have this giant amount of people competing and trying to fight over this limited amount of resources, like 2 products for 10,000 people. That is just a recipe for failure. Those numbers don't add up. I don't think anyone that actually has used those tools has built a legit business. So the real question on everybody's mind, is dropshipping dead? Well, the reality is this. It's more difficult than ever before to be successful with dropshipping. That's just inevitable because there's more people and it's more saturated and competitive than ever before. If you wanted to get into dropshipping, well, the best time was 3 years ago back in 2017. But the second best time is right now. Because right now, there are so many great educators out there, there's so many great strategies, and there's so many resources available to you that you no longer have to even use AliExpress anymore. You can get 5 to 15 day shipping, build a legitimate brand, and all it takes is one product. But the problem is, everyone is using old and outdated methods for finding that product, and the product is the most important part of your business. So if you're doing the same exact method as everybody else, you're gonna get the same results. The only way for you to actually succeed is by doing something differently in the way you find products. So I have a whole video that explains how I find winning products using this method called the gold miner method, and I'll leave a link in the cards wherever it is. I'm not sure. I believe it's in the top right, so this side. But let me explain this. This is the best way of finding products. You shouldn't be selling trendy and viral products because they're frankly way too saturated and way too competitive, and that's why most people fail. So what I do is I go straight onto AliExpress because, oh, there's over 130 million products on there, so if you can't find a winner, then you're not looking hard enough. Then I look up a niche, and for instance, let's say women's jewelry. So we see this necklace right here. This is saturated, it has thousands of orders, but why are people buying it? Well, it's a great gift for that one person you love. So I take the same features and traits and I try to find a product that's similar, like this You Are My Sunshine necklace, and it only has 75 orders. So I can scale this product to 3,000 orders because it literally is the same exact product. It just looks a little bit different. The message, the marketing, the way you're gonna sell it is exactly the same, but this one isn't as saturated. And then after that, all you have to do is just write a nice little product description. Obviously, you need to know what you have to say in order to make people buy. Like, hey, the best gift for that special person in your life. You know, really talk about the benefits of the product. And then you make a nice little ad, or you can pay viral ecom ads, which is actually a great service that I use for all my ads. You can actually use my code Dobbins20 to get 20% off your order. I'll leave a link in the description, but let's check out this video. I think it's like 30 seconds long. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah. So here we go. Just look at this ad. Great clips. And really, guys, your creative is going to be what separates you. If you don't have a good ad, if you don't have a good way of actually presenting that product, your customer's never going to even go onto your website to begin with. That's the first impression people notice of your business, your ad. So you want to make sure it's a good impression. And as you can see right here, great clips, good little text, a little shop now call to action afterwards. Really simple, guys, but this is literally all you have to do. Guys, this strategy is so simple and it can be used to find your first winning product. Just going on to AliExpress, looking up a niche that you're in or that you have lots of knowledge in, trying to find the winning products that are already doing really well, and trying to find a different version or a new iteration of that product. So, okay, I love you necklace. It's a great gift. It's a great way to express your love. Hey, the You Are My Sunshine necklace also does the same exact things, but doesn't have thousands of orders, so it's untapped. That means you have the whole market at your disposal. You create a nice little product description. It can be really simple, just harping on the main benefits. Hey, the best gift for that special person in your life. You make a nice little ad, and that's all you have to do. That's the exact formula, guys. It's product, description, ad, scale. It's literally that simple. Now, I'm not your mom or dad. I'm not going to boss you around and tell you to go take out the trash or do your laundry or anything like that. I'm just letting you know that for me personally, the thing that made the biggest difference in my dropshipping success, the thing that made me go from losing money constantly to actually making 5-figure months in profit with this product right here. This was my first winner that I was able to scale to $10,000 in 10 days back in 2018 when I was 16 years old. I was in high school making more money than my freaking teachers. Was going out and selling products that are not yet saturated. Not doing what everyone else does and selling the saturated, trendy, viral products. Not doing the product research tools. It's going out onto AliExpress and doing my own research and finding products that are not yet big yet. It's a lot like trying to discover the next big thing. Like you're a talent manager and you're trying to find out what's the next artist that's gonna take over the world. You don't want to sell to Taylor Swift or anything like that because everyone already knows about Taylor Swift. You want to find the next artist that's about to blow up, the next product that's about to take over the market. Now, if you would like help finding simple products like these that you can scale to over $1,000 a day, even if you're a complete beginner, all you have to do is DM me the word ecom on Instagram, and I will give you the exact formula step by step and give you coaching along the way to find your first winning product. All you have to do, once again, is send me a DM on Instagram saying the word ecom, and I'll give you all the details about my program that is literally designed to help you sell products like these and build legit brands that are for the long term, that can help you make income no matter where you are in the world, even in your sleep. Again, it's completely up to you, but if you send me the word ecom on Instagram, I will get back to you with more details and we can figure out if you're a good fit for my program, and we can really see if we can scale your business to $30,000 a month. That is my goal with all my students. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It has been my pleasure getting to entertain and educate you at the same time. But remember one thing, everybody. All right, everybody gather around, huddle around. I got a secret for you. Stay humble, and always, siempre, do numbers.